Hello everyone, it's me again. This time I would like to talk about some applications, iPad applications that I used to have in my classroom, and I would like to share those cool applications since most of the people are doing virtual nowadays, and I believe these applications could help them to make their video lessons. And I do not remember myself to go in front of the whiteboard to teach, because the students, you don't know what's going on at the back, and I had my iPad all the time in my classroom. I just hooked it up to the projector, and I just carry the iPad with me all the time, walk around and see the students if they are engaged, if they are just doing what they were supposed to be doing. And that's what I used in my classroom. So I used iPad a lot as a whiteboard, as an application, as part of my instruction, and I love it. So I just want to share some cool applications. So the first of all, the coolest one and the best one I can say. It's called Explain Everything, and as you can see, I do have some scratch, some samples that I have done in the past. So I just want to create a blank project. So if you are starting with the new topics in your subject, let's say if it's a level of organization and you would like to write it on the whiteboard, and you just write it on this iPad and you just mirror that on the projector, and it will appear on the whiteboard or the projector that you have. Level of organization. Okay. Or if you're a math teacher, if you're solving some problems, you can use this as a document camera. I will just show you how you can use the iPad as document camera. You don't need the fancy document camera actually to use in the classroom as a math teacher. I will show you how to use an iPad as a document camera as well in upcoming videos. So level of organization, as we know, so I can say the cells, everything starts with cells, cells making tissues, tissues making organs, organs making organ systems. Finally, you have organism, right? You think you're done with your page, what you're gonna do next? No, it's not done. You can just zoom in, the pinch in, and you can move that somewhere else. Okay, so as you can see, you can make more space for yourself to write. So if you want to move on to the next question, if you would like to write more stuff, that's what you need to do. And at the same time, there's a record button right there, so you can record it. And if you want to record it, that's up to you. There is a record feature as well. This is the cool one. So you can add videos if you have your videos, if you would like to include in your lesson, and if you would like to put a picture, if you would like to put any kind of file, if you have a PDF file, whatever you have, you can import them into your lesson, and you can include it in your lesson in that way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get one picture, and let me get this one. So this is the picture. I can move with that, so you can move your picture anywhere. Let's say you just click done, you move it anywhere, and if you want it to stay right there at the corner. And if you would like to write something on it and highlight something on it, You can do that too. Let's say the color of blood, and you would like to highlight blood types. And if I have something else, if you would like to highlight, that's totally up to you. And after you're done, you can move this picture somewhere else, and you are going to have new white page, new whiteboard, and you are good to go with the new instruction. Okay, that's all. This is the coolest one. I love it. I used to use it a lot, so that was the coolest one. And then you can just share that as a video, or you can save it on your device too. And you have other applications, as you might see, edu creations, uh, show me, and glossary. This is the coolest one too. I did not use it a lot, but I know some people using that a lot. So let me create it. I put default one. Okay, so classification of matter. You are a science teacher and you want to talk about the classification of matter. And you have pure substance and impure substances. Of course, they can be divided into different categories. It's not a fact right now. I'm not talking about the lesson, but this is what it is. So you see the record option, so you can record it if you want, and pause it if you want to do that. If you want to clear, erase all strokes, you still have a highlighter, and you can insert the pictures as well, the same what I have done with explain everything. This is the cool one too. If you want to explain everything, explain your lesson, your instructions, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then you can upload that on your learning management system, which is cool. And there is edu creations. It's doing the same thing, but it's limited. There's not too much option in this, but you can still do the same thing. This is the whiteboard, and you have to go ahead and click each time this arrow to go to the new page, and you can still record it, and there is a good way. And you can change the background. You can make the lined paper, graph paper, if you're a math teacher. If you are talking about the x-axis, y-axis, coordinates, whatever you are talking, that's the good way to use graph paper. And there is one more thing, I annotate. So let's say you have the PDF and you just give out to the students, and you just want to go over the PDF. Let's say you have some questions and then you want to go over those questions with your kids. This is the way how you do it, and you can you can do whatever you would like to. You can do the solution. Okay, there we go. So I can write on this and explain everything. And let's make it a little bit larger. Here we go. So molarity, if you are talking about the solutions in chemistry, this is a good way to talk about. As you can see, I used that a lot to show that to my students. And again, if you are the person who is using document camera, and this is the good one. Instead of using fancy document camera, you can use an iPad as a document camera. I'll show that to you in upcoming videos as well. So how to use an iPad as a document camera. So this is my chapter review. I can go over it and explain each, and right, so and share with my students each time. As you can see, I used a lot, and this is really cool one, so you can highlight them as well. That's all. Okay, that's all.